What's up guys, Houston here, and for those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell. Now, for those of you that's been following me and supporting me, salute. And for those of you that's my faithful patrons, double salute. Now, there was a question that was asked to me. Houston, can I get the Sam's Club business credit card without using my personal credit? And I'm going to tell you like this. Yes. All right. However, there are some steps that you actually need to take in order to qualify to actually get that business credit card, that Sam's Club business credit card, without using your personal credit. Okay. So we're going to talk about those steps. Step one is this. Set up corp. Okay. Now, someone asked, well, Houston, can I get business credit with my LLC? Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's not an issue, all right? Again, in terms of the steps that you need to take, I don't care too much for an LLC because it's too much exposure, but for, hey, if that's what you want to use, then go for it. Now, again, setting up the corporation. For those of you that don't know how to properly set up your corporation or don't know what state you should set your corporation up in, click the link below, set up a consultation with three-way funding. Now, number two, business bank account. And I would say the personal account. This is very important because there's these financial institutions that I'm going to tell you about that I would recommend that you open up your business bank account. Now, I do tell you to have a relationship with the credit unions because the credit unions give you more flexibility. All right. However, when we're trying to build a relationship to make sure that we get qualified for this Sam's Club business credit card without actually using our personal credit, these steps are the most important. All right. So talking about the business bank account and the personal account, the first one you want to start with is Capital One. All right. Now, some of you may say, well, why would I want to start with Capital One if I'm trying to get a Sam's Club business card? And there's a great explanation for this, but let me help you understand who they report to. They report to Experian and Small Business Financial Exchange, okay? This is your focus of Experian business bank accounts, and this here is your focus because this here is more important than Dun and Bradstreet. So that's the reason why that's so important and why I'm putting it up here. Now, the second bank you want to try is Chase. Okay? Why Chase? Because Chase, Experian, Equifax, Small Business Financial Exchange. Then, number three, you have Citibank. Citibank, Experian, Equifax, Small Business Financial Exchange. All right. So again, Experian. Now, why am I talking about Experian? Well, there's a very perfect explanation for that, in which I'm going to tell you in a minute. Now, the next bank you want to consider is number 4. Is PNC and SunTrust. I think SunTrust now is Truist Bank now, but if I'm staying corrected, they're Truist. They merged. All right. So now with PNC and SunTrust, with Experian. All right. They report to Experian. All right. So why am I telling you about these here banks instead of other banks? Well, here's the situation. With Sam's Club business credit card, they will pull your Experian and Telescore. Okay? They pull your Experian and Telescore. So that's the reason that you want these financial institutions. That's step one. Okay? If you want to get this done the right way, where you don't have a hard pull on your personal credit and you just want to leverage your business credit, this is step one. This is where you want to start. Okay? Step two. Step two is net 30s, okay? And many of you all know how I feel about net 30s. I'm not too big of a fan of net 30, but there are some net 30s that's going to give you the leverage so that it can give you access to more business funding, all right? So you have the net 30s that you want to go for is now. I put a link below, all right? And you have to have their business boost, or you have to have their business loan builder, okay? So you have to have one of these here programs in order for them to report. And they report to Experian, Equifax, D, and B, okay? There you go. That's your first trade line, all right? Now, you have Shirtsy. Shirtsy report to a lot, okay? Now, here's the thing about like Shirtsy and some of these other companies and stuff like that. They may charge you an annual fee. That annual fee they charge you may be between $79 to $99 annually, okay? But remember, you're doing business, okay? So don't look at it as a cost. You have to look at it as an investment. And this is something that a lot of people don't understand. Well, why I gotta pay for this? Why I gotta pay for that? Never look at if you're operating a business as a cost. Look at it as an investment, so that way you know that, hey, I'm doing this the correct way. All right? Now, talking about Shirtsy. Shirtsy is going to give you Experian, Equifax. They give you Credit Safe. They give you a lot. Shirtsy really helps you to try to help build up your business credit. They do Insonia. I hope I'm saying and spelling it right. Then they do it's the National Association of Credit Management. All right? So that's Shirtsy. That would be your second trade line. Your third trade line is Wise Business Plan. And some of you, well, Houston, I don't need a business plan. Calm down. Take a breath. Relax. All right? Now, the reality of it, somewhere down the line, you may need a business plan because you're probably trying to get more funding. So that's the reason this small business financial exchange is so important. That's the reason that's so important. So just calm down and let me explain this to you. Now, here's the situation with the Wise Business Plan. All right? With the Wise Business Plan, they not only offer business plans, so if you're trying to start a franchise or something like that and you need a real business plan, they actually do it. Now, can you get a business plan elsewhere? Absolutely. Absolutely. However, this company actually reports. And in terms of who they report to, Wise Business Plan, they report to Experian, Equifax, D, and B, Dun & Bradstreet, okay? So you don't have to necessarily get a business plan, but they have other products and stuff that may help you qualify to add as a trade line. Now, number 4, Summa. Okay? Now, with Summa, they report to Experian and Equifax. Alright? Now, here's another one that's very important. These are also your starter trade lines. These are your starter trade lines. So, Quill, Experian, D, and B. Now, some of you, well, what happened to Granger, Seaton, and Uline? There's nothing wrong with using those as trade line. But I'm pinpointing these out because these are the better leveraging trade lines, okay? And the reason that I chose Quill over Granger, Seaton, and Uline is because they have a component that if you're bootstrapping your business, that can actually help your business. All right. For those that are inquiring about business credit and trying to understand about net 30s and stuff, and you need questions answered, click the link below and check out 3-Way Funding and schedule a consultation. All right. So that's step number 2. Step number 3. Step number 3 is this. All right. Understanding that if you have to use your personal credit, they're going to be pulling Synchrony Bank. Okay? Now, when they pull Synchrony Bank, it's going to be your TransUnion, your FICO 9. All right? Now, something you need to know about your FICO 9 that's very important. You can add rent payments. Adding rent payments, that helps boost up your FICO 9 credit score. Also, if you have a collection for less than $100, it's not counted in your FICO 9. So this is very important. I made a video and I was explaining, like, with FICO 8, this will affect it, but FICO 9, it doesn't. Okay? So that's the reason it's so important. And there's a difference between your Vantage as well as your FICO. So these are the things that you really have to understand. Now, here's another part of stuff. If you can, you want to try to apply in store. You want to try to apply in store. That's for certain, okay? But if you have to go online, it is what it is. But I always tell people, instead of going online, I would pick up the phone and I would call somebody and I would have them to walk me through it. Okay, so they're verifying the information through a live person. Also, that would help with the underwriting process. Now, again, these steps here is if you're just going off of your business credit profile. Now, it has nothing to do with a Paydex score. Your Paydex score doesn't mean anything because they use Experian IntelliScore. So that's the reason you don't have to worry about your DUNS file when it comes to this. All right, so that's the reason that you need to understand it. Now, again, of course, if you're doing it in store, you want to make sure that you're using your EIN number, your tax ID number. All right? And you need to let the rep know that this is your business liability. You want to just apply using your business credit card. So what you would probably have to do, you would have to take your articles of incorporation. You would have to take your EIN number. Okay, and you would have to take your bylaws up there. All right, those are the 3 things if you're going in store. All right, when you if you're talking to somebody over the phone, they may want you to fax this information in. Sometimes they just say, hey, give me the information, right? But at the same time, you want to make sure that all of your business information is as accurate as possible. Okay, now, if you have to use a personal guarantee, all right, if you have a high enough credit score, the credit score to get approved, their averaging credit scores is between 650 and up for the Sam's Club business credit card. All right, now if you are lower than a 650 and you need to boost up your credit score, your personal credit score real fast, this is what you want to do. If you're paying rent, you want to use either Boom Pay, and again, I'm not associated with Boom Pay or Rental Karma. I'm not associated with these companies. Okay? Then you may want to use Grow Credit if you have subscriptions or utility bills. Alright, if I'm doing a good job, if I'm explaining this correctly, if you feel comfortable, give me a thumbs up. Let me know if I'm doing a good job, because I want you all to really understand this how to actually get this here card. Okay, there's a lot of videos out there that do a great job, but in terms of explaining this to where you know, okay, just follow these 3 steps. This is the 3-step system that you actually want to use. Alright, so you have Grow Credit for subscriptions. You can add on your Experian Boost, right? You also can do your, if you have a debit card, you can download the app, Extra Debit Credit Card. And this here account connects with your bank account, and all your debit transactions is reported to the credit bureaus, which helps with your credit. So that's why that's important. Alright. Then if you can, if you're worried about a whole lot of inquiries, then I would definitely tell you to get some inquiries removed. Okay? Again, they're pulling from your TransUnion, FICO on the personal side. But if you're just trying to use your business, again, use your EIN number. Take those documents in, your articles, your EIN, and your bylaws. If you don't know what your bylaws are, set up a consultation. Click the link below. Say, hey Houston, can you help me understand what it is that what I actually need, and we'll set up a consultation. All right. But this is the information that you need if you're trying to get a Sam's Club business credit card in these 3 steps. Alright, so this is Houston with 3-way funding. I hope that this video helps you. For those of you that's just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please subscribe. For those of you that support me, salute.